Alright y'all, so this is going to be a manual video test comparison between the Galaxy Note 10, regular Note 10, not Note 10 Plus, and the LG V60. So initially, what I've just noticed from just like navigating the menus itself and stuff like that is that the Note 10 isn't just nearly as like smooth as the V60 is in terms of like navigation or like what the viewfinder on the V60 is really smooth, whereas on this is a bit choppy. So yeah, I'm at this park right now, just eyeballing the scenery. Like obviously there's nothing here because of what's going on right now. So you have auto focusing and stuff like that, manual focus, and it looks smooth and stuff like that. It doesn't look terrible whatsoever. And honestly, the things that this doesn't have that the V60 does is, like, say, one, on the V60 you can record 4K 60 period for however long you want. On here, you can only record to 5 minutes because it's a Snapdragon 855 Note 10. So there you go there. So if you care about using that, then I would advise go to V60. Other things you can't do, you can't use video stabilization on the Note 10 while in 4K 60 mode, whereas on the V60 you can. And you could also do that on like the G8 and the V50 as well. So it's definitely not a limitation of the chipset. It's just something Samsung didn't do. So there's one other thing. And another thing, a couple things you can't mess with while in manual mode. You can't change the camera, you can't change the ISO, and you can't change the shutter speed while in manual mode. Whereas on the V60, you can just change every single setting while you're recording. So yeah, here's the Note 10. I'm gonna switch over to the V60 here. Okay, so on the V60 here, as you guys can see, I turned off HDR10 Plus because the Note 10 doesn't have that feature as well. But I have it recorded at high bit rate, high everything. It's at everything's maxed out, like I said in the preamble, basically. But yeah, I got steady record on. Let me turn the wind noise filter on. You don't get any sort of like mic settings on the Note 10 either. That's something that's kind of whack. I wish you could get stuff like that. But overall, the picture that comes out of this is also really nice too. And another bonus is that the V60 has a brighter screen, definitely. So you'll be able to see in sunlight better. And it's very sunny out here. And it's very nice that there's not a lot of wind compared to my last few videos where it was like, you know, a little bit dark, drabby, and very windy. There is wind coming now, but this isn't like the aggressive wind I was having in Chaska. This is a very nice amount of like just subtle wind, and that's nice. So on the V60, you can't change to the wide angle camera because it can't record in 4K 60 on the wide angle. It can only record in 1080p 60. So you can zoom in right here in manual mode, and you can zoom right back out. Obviously, it's not the best looking thing. What do you really expect? It's not going to look great on like the Note 10 either. If that were a feature, I got to check. But overall, I think it's a really nice feature. So yeah, do a little panning shot here. I'm going to move over to the Note 10. Note 10 panning shot. And I'm going to zoom in here. And you can indeed zoom in. 10x as well. They look about the same to me personally. They don't look that much different, but overall I think both have a good enough like representation of how things look in the scenery and stuff like that. What I do also notice is that The Note 10 scene has a bit warmer tone to it, whereas the god dang it, the V60 has a, cooler tone, which is more what it looks like, outside right now. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna do a bit of a stabilization test. I'm gonna walk down these steps over here and I'm gonna show you guys, or better yet, I can just walk up those. So I'm gonna do that right now. All right, so Note 10 going up these steps here. And I'm gonna just go up and down on both. So I'm going up, going down. All right, now just for the V60. V60 going up. V60 going down. And you guys can see the V60 is definitely more stabler due to the, steady record feature. I wish Samsung, hopefully in the S20 and stuff like that, they have that feature. Like their stabilization on every mode, not just, oh, you can only do it in 1080p 60 frames per second, because it's a really useful feature. So it'll be very nice to see, right? But yeah, overall, this is it. Like, I don't really have anything else to say. So this is, like I said, really nice scenery. I guess I could zoom in on the cloud, and as you guys can see, it doesn't look nearly as good as, it having it out here. But, it's whatever, right? Yeah, it looks really nice. Oh, and also I'll zoom in on here on the Note 10. You have to pinch to zoom on the Note 10, whereas on the V60 you have a toggle, and you can press and hold it and just swipe up and down, and you'll be able to do it there. There's also no like haptic feedback on the Note 10 while recording. You do indeed have it while you're like fiddling around in the settings and stuff like that, but while you're recording, it's not there. Whereas on the V60, let me actually double check. I really don't remember, but yeah, let me record. Okay, hold on. Okay, no, none of them do. Okay, so none of them do. None of them have the haptic feedback while recording, but it does indeed have it before you're recording. And they both have haptic feedback while you're like taking manual photos and stuff like that as well. So that's really nice. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to do for these last couple clips here, is show you guys how it looked on the Note 10 and V60, zooming into the clouds and crap. So yeah, let's end this here. Hope you guys have a wonderful Friday, or whatever time of day it is in your area. Have a good one.